Muy buena familia, aquí vuestro buen amigo DANORTVIL con otro episodio más de Dragon Quest 11S, el Cosmón Pasado Perdido, edición definitiva. En la búsqueda de sus amigos, DANORTVIL llega al último bastión, donde se reúne con el rey Cornalino y Hendrik. Por orden del rey, ambos comprenden la misión de adentrarse en el Castillo de Heliodor, que ha sido invadido por monstruos saqueadores. Allí derrotan a Tirano, uno de los 6 centinelas espectrales, y logran que la oscuridad del cielo se desvanezca. Tras cumplir su misión, se dirigen de vuelta al último bastión, donde el banquete de celebración dura hasta bien entrada la noche. A la mañana son llamados ante el rey. Hendrik recibe el escudo de Heliodor, el mayor honor del reino. El rey les pide a los dos héroes que viajen al monte Zascalaya, un lugar vinculado desde hace mucho tiempo con el luminario, donde podrán solicitar ayuda para la batalla que les aguarda. Para que por fin son oficialmente aliados, se dirigen hacia esa misteriosa montaña con la esperanza de encontrar ayuda y, con un poco de suerte, reunirse con algún viejo amigo. Pues nada familia, el otro día, pues eso, derrotamos a Tirano, fuimos al monte, bueno, ya lo derrotamos 2 episodios atrás, regresamos al último bastión, le dieron a Hendrik el escudo y nos venimos por aquí por el bosque, mira. Y lo dejamos aquí a la entrada del bosque, del monte Zascalaya. Entre otras cosas porque había una cueva. Como me queda poco tiempo, pues eso va a show. Así que vamos a hacer la cuevecita. Que me parece que no era nada chica. Ah, pues era chica. Cagada buena. Son los monstruos. Dragón negro. Jinete dragón. Vaya, me enfrento yo al jinete dragón.
We have carried the day.
Monta olímpica, otorgado por cabalgar lomos de muchos monstruos. Trofeo ganado, monta olímpica. Es que lo que me extrañaba a mí es que tuviera la lista de enemigos derrotados, pero que no tuviera el trofeo. Pues nada, ya hemos derrotado a todos los... Pues a tomar por culo ya. Y yo vaya los nota, tío.
Triumph was never in doubt. Accept your fate. Metal! Our triumph was never in doubt.
Crisálida multicolor.
Para potenciar al oeste su poder de ataque. Disminuye la defensa para aumentar el ataque. Ah, vale.
Your time has come!
Este cofre aquí, ¿eh? Sí, sí, pues sí.
Temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here.
I know that face. That Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Shrangra-La are made of sterner stuff.
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us.
Enough! All of you! Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Lama, I order you to stand down.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say? The tall one, perhaps, but his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the luminary?
Yes.
Incredible. You divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Then welcome to Shrangra-La, honored luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the high hall at the...
Strange child. But remarkably, well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs. See what he has to say.
Shrangra-La. Qué raro era, ahí en medio. Uy. Divino. Creo que me he equivocado. Sí, creo que me he equivocado. Voy por el punto brillante que sale de noche. Está ahí enfrente, ¿no? Ahora sí. Vale. Despacito, voy registrando, no vemos nada. Y pum. Ve la apoteca que tiene. Vestido de batalla. Rosa cambia el atuendo de Jade. Espada bastarda. Báculo espiritual. Hacha de caballero. Hacha de hielo. Escudo mágico. túnica. Túnica de mago. Toques de la verdad. Collares. Que sube la defensa. Luego van a ver. Este es el grama. Dije que al final tuve que hacer 2 partidas por el tema de si no se me graba, poner la otra para hacerla de nuevo, No sangres de hambre, dice locales. Seguramente son los legendarios videos Bam Bam, seguidos son los iniciativas especiales. De un puerto valor. Vamos, libro turístico. Una mini mellada. Abajo son las escaleras de entrada. Este bargatito, ¿vale? De momento por aquí porque tenemos que registrar.
Welcome you once again to Shrangra-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my...
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell... It is the emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth.
Que yo me tenía que quedar ahora 6 años aquí en el templo.
Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Sadly, that wasn't...
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice, indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
Recetas. De la vara disciplinaria. Y que un dragón podía romperla aunque lo intentase con toda su fuerza. Instrumento de castigo. ¿Qué, os está sonando la vara ya o no? Mágica. Algo es algo. ¿Os suena ya o no?
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline. But before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history. And of the luminary. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the wise ones, who made the first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple, and trained him in the secrets of spirit, but he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his...
Who was this person?
Another of Ai Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man, Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce right when their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, before setting out, they carved an inscription into the stone, a pledge of eternal friendship.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now allow me to show you to the field of... Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestor. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking. During the course of his 6 years of tuition, the grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled and the tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple...
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every... The fall of the world tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited... We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us.
Awake at last, If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the...
Sal de la alta sala. Vale.
the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monster's on the mountain.
I see.
Your Holiness.
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago...
Hello?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing. The mountain has become... This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return it.
I have trained all my life for a moment such...
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You must depart for the summit of Mount...
Misión. El monje quiere que demuestre que has entendido bien uno de los principios básicos y que debes derrotar a un monstruo con un poder de inspiración en concreto. Y no me la danza de la muerte con muchos enemigos. Dragones boreales que vagan por así. Fulgor final antes de el enemigo. Vale. ¿Me está siguiendo o no? No hay puntos brillantes. Pero tiene que haber dragones. Qué chulo. Eso no tengo la colección. ¡Hala! Pero a lo mejor hay un cofre. Si no, ¿para qué va a estar esto aquí? hechicero. Objeto. Una alianza muy elaborada que aumenta el punto de magia máximo y restauración un poco de... que ganas un combate. Es que esto es un punto de guardado aquí en medio. Más de 20 días hace que no juego. Un cofre. Traje de gran maestro.
It seems we are too late.
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. But that posture, it is awful.
Incredible!
Ese
Issue
primer
1
número de
of the
muslos y
Ogre's
pechuga.
Digest.
Y está como nuevo.
Ah, indeed. It seems our friend here... But this is one of the royal...
By the skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Joder, se le van los huesos.
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple.
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the... But there may yet be a way to save if you were to follow him into the void.
But how?
The ancient teachings tell... If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that... But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place... Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert? Very well. I will prepare for the rite... It is time to depart for the place to which every...
What is this foolish done?
Bueno, pues si os acordáis de cuando vimos el prólogo de Robert, los Robert, aquí estamos, esto va de la torre, que es parecida a la que está en el templo.
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Destiny is cruel indeed. This may be a fruitless question. Given the vacant he is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. Do you think me a fool, boy? Let me unburden. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot before Yggdrasil fell. Departed souls would come here, but now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. This is your destiny. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the... And yet, you would not... Some people just don't know...
Rayos, pues en la puerta del paraíso la sagrada luz del sol ilumina firmemente, las tinieblas de la noche se irán para volver. Y aquí tenemos a Lord Robert.
He came here with hope in his heart. Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. Do you see the magic circle that... The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. But when the great sigil is complete... Get out, man! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black!
Va a ser la 10.001. Lo consiguió.
Well, would you look at that?
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was
Yes. Very impressed.
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that... Woohoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me.
Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself on what...
Oh my! Is it? Oh, no, you as well. You're...
Stop your sniveling. The boy is a...
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
He and his friends found your body and sent...
Ah, really? But I only came here... Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final...
Stop right there!
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster.
Finished? Oh. Honored luminary. If you would like to follow me. Your grandfather has mastered the last... It is a technique first devised in the... For you, I have a technique. It was devised by Erdwin himself during his trip.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with more
If you can master it, the training you must undergo to acquire... Well... Do you think you have what... I knew you would make the right choice. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light.
Alarga la mano, inténtalo. Uy.
As good as can be expected for a first attempt.
battle? You mean you're going to fight?
Me? What? Who better? And besides... Before we continue, allow me to give your grand...
Oh. 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 Oh, aye! I've no...
That's the spirit.
Just...
Luminary, prepare yourself. The more you use it, the stronger it will become.
Here I come. Come on then, laddie.
Show me your strength.
¡Hala! No.
This is the end for you.
Vale, me tiene que dejar ganar. No pasa nada. Este sigue igual. Este sigue igual.
This is the end for you.
¿Perdón? ¿Y otra vez? Y algo se me pasa. Creo que tenía que practicar lo de la magia esa.
Another wandering soul drifts.
Mantener por omitir otra vez el rollo. me sale ningún poder de inspiración ni nada, porque yo me acuerdo que eso era un poder de inspiración. No.
Your grandfather.
Sí, mi grandfather.
Before we continue,
Come on then, laddie.
show me your strength.
Empezamos igual que antes. Ah, coño, esto es. Tío, me extraña porque el colmillo Heliodor era el último que tenía. Y hasta el penúltimo. Entonces esto. Ahí está.
Divide.
Me quedé más fuerte. Lo hemos usado ya 2 veces. Vale. Vale. Tres. Joder, que yo. A 2 minutos.
Oh, yes. I must say, I doubted you had it in. The power of the technique comes from your hone that greatest of weapons. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Shrangra-La in my...
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no.
Oh!
So this is where you have been hiding.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordigan.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cow.
No! Curse you! I had thought you... Fine. It seems we must do it the hard...
What? So the last secret of Shrangra-La wasn't it?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme's... Well, don't just stand there so that I can die.
You dare to resist me?
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say, Robert. Do not think. Act. Now, Luminary! Yes, the last and greatest of all the solar flare!
He is back with us. But he is greatly weakened.
Pam, pam.
Ah. You are finally awake. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking.
Eso de la sala alta, tío.
Oh, hello there, lad. What are you staring at me?
It is your physique.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate ability.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks.
Please think nothing of it, my lord.
Oh, don't torture yourself over it, son.
Thank you. Truly.
Well, funnily enough, she said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One.
Whatever could that mean?
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But as for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up. So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye? There's no time to lose.
Bueno, se nos alarga un poquito más de la cuenta el vídeo, pero ya tenemos a Robin de vuelta en el equipo. Ya el próximo día le apaño las habilidades.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Shrangra-La will do all that we can to aid you in your... We have even devised a special training regime for you.
Discípulo digno de ese nombre. Trofeo ganado. Discípulo digno de ese nombre. Pues nada, familia. Desde aquí lo harto del Himalaya. Un abrazo muy fuerte, vuestro buen amigo DANORTVIL desde Hispali City. Sed buenos.